Hello, my name is Terese Santos, and welcome to a special Facebook Live edition of LifeWave Patch School. It is actually day 9, and I have saved the very best LifeWave patch for last. Tomorrow, of course, is our last official day, day 10, which is an overview and a recap. But today is the day I'm going to speak on and teach about what David Schmidt himself, LifeWave CEO, founder, and the inventor of the LifeWave technology, has said to be X39, his greatest invention so far. The X39 patch is the world's first and only non-invasive, safe, breakthrough, affordable way to activate our own stem cells. 20 years in the making. And so I'm going to allow just a little time and grace for anyone who has this on their schedule. Allow them time to join me. Otherwise, as always, these classes are being recorded, and they're there to share with your team, your clients, your patients, your customers, and of course, current and those yet to come into your life. So welcome to those of you that are joining me live. And I hope you have something to take some notes with and on. Let's just take a peek here. Hi, Diane. Hi, Shelley. Good morning, ladies. All right. So we're going to go ahead. I'll wait another 30 seconds, but today is the day where we're going to talk about the world's first and only way to activate your own youthful stem cells, actually being able to re-age them. We're going to talk about a little bit more about the science of epigenetics and how relevant that is with the LifeWave technology. We're going to talk a little bit about the copper peptide that the stem cell patch actually elevates, that has a huge significant role, and why the X39 is so effective. All right, so let's officially get started. My name is Terese Santos. I am a LifeWave Presidential Director, and it is just it has just been so much fun just sharing more about this company that and this technology and this incredible light energy based technology that is very, very much backed up by science. So today it is all about the X39 stem cell activation patch. How interested are you in changing your cells and preventing them from aging prematurely, aging at all, preventing them from getting any kind of disease or illness? Anybody really interested in that? I know that I am. We're going to talk about LifeWave X39. This has been clinically proven to provide the body with a level of health and vitality that we only once experienced when we were in our youth. And so this is a patented technology. This is actually just recently, the X39 has been awarded a U.S. patent. And it's really important to understand how powerful that is. That means that no one else in the world will have the opportunity to have this technology. So if you are just someone who is personally looking for a way to just holistically and naturally, yet very scientifically, is interested in aging better and youthful and staying healthy and having that the vitality of a much younger person, then stick around. If you happen to be just practicing anything in the healing arts, whether you're, an MD, a functional medicine doctor, I am not. I am not a doctor. I do not have a medical background, but I have over 60 doctors in my personal team. I have many, many more people, to the tune of several hundred people, that are actually light or energy healers or therapists. Such an incredible, diverse group of men and women that are using the X39 technology inside their practices, inside their business, along with many other LifeWave patches. But today it is all about really the most significant, really what we are referring to as the third generation of LifeWave technology. And so let's go in and allow me to just introduce X30.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave. Since 2004, LifeWave has been delivering its amazing life-enhancing technology to people across the world, always helping the body do what it was designed to do, only better. And as it turns out, the best was yet to come. David Schmidt, our founder, creative force, and world-class inventor behind LifeWave technology, has recently achieved something in the field of regenerative science with a single LifeWave patch that researchers worldwide, spending years and billions of dollars, could not. Introducing LifeWave X39, the world's first product ever to activate stem cells, a true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state in a way no other product can. The secret? By harnessing the power of LifeWave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one LifeWave X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. Instead of older and less effective stem cells, X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells. This amazing level of control over your vitality and well-being was simply not possible, let alone this easy, until now. And the best part? Like all LifeWave patches, X39 is safe, non-invasive, and incredibly cost-effective. Look what people are saying about LifeWave X39. Backed by clinical studies, multiple patents, and 20 years of development, any one of these benefits would be impressive. But X39 is so effective, it can influence everything about your body, how you look, feel, perform, and heal. It's time you experience the power of X39. Live long, live well, live younger. Experience the power of LifeWave today.
All right, so there you have it. That is a powerful introduction to what X39 is all about. And if you heard this, you heard that stem cells are our body's building blocks. They are actually a neutral cell, and they can actually become any cell that the body needs. So, for example, if there's an injury in the body, stem cells can be deployed to that site of injury and then help produce some very powerful radical healing. And what happens is that as we age, our stem cells, our own stem cells, actually become less and less. And so what makes this technology, what makes the X39 patch so incredible is that it is the only way to naturally, without any kind of injections, any kind of third party, anything entering your body. There's no risk, there's no harm, there's no controversy around the X39 technology because this is an activation patch. And what is it actually activating? It is activating this incredible copper peptide inside our body. And that peptide is actually, it's not new to science. There was over 40 years ago, there was a scientist by Dr. Lauren Picard that he actually discovered how powerful this copper peptide actually was for longevity and overall wellness. But what he wasn't able to do was figure out how to mobilize it. And that's where X39, that's where David Schmidt was able to do what Dr. Lauren Picard wasn't able to do, and what other huge billion-dollar drug companies have not been able to do. David Schmidt figured out how to actually elevate and mobilize this copper peptide known as GHQ-CU. You might even want to go ahead and do a little bit of research around that copper peptide. When you research this and you learn how powerful this is in aging and in your body's overall wellness, I think you're going to be very happy that you now know what so few people have yet to discover. You know, we know that the stem cell industry is actually the industry of the future, just like energy medicine. However, this is actually, with the X39 patch, it's putting you in front of the future trillion dollar stem cell industry. And you're doing it in a way that is ethical, that is safe, and that more than anything, it is so incredibly cost effective. That's what makes it so groundbreaking. All right. So allow me to also speak briefly to epigenetics. And epigenetics is a science that is all designed to actually validate that less than 1% of our body's aging has to do with our own DNA. So that's kind of good news. How many times have we heard, or maybe you even said the words, you were more destined to have this, and that because your mother or your father or your grandparents had it. So what epigenetics has proven scientifically, that only 1% of our, of what happens to us as far as disease or illness has anything to do with our DNA. So epi means above the gene. And so it really is extraordinary. Epigenetics is also a science that has proven that it has much more, your aging, your overall health and wellness, your longevity, your youth markers, everything about your overall, state of being and wellness has more to do, as in 99% more to do with your environment, your inner environment and your external environment. We know that stress enters the body at the speed of thought. We know that stress lands in the cells. And we now know through epigenetics that stress and different factors like poor sleep and poor nutrition and poor hydration and especially stress, they have much more to do with aging and disease than anything to do with our DNA. So that's actually really good news, because that means there's so much more in your hands that is in your control. And bringing in these incredible technologies, especially when we are combining like X39 technology or the LifeWave technology, we're actually merging ancient wisdom with modern day technology. Ancient medicine like acupressure and acupuncture, and using the puncture system with medical, with new modern day science. And so it's that incredible merging of old meets new, ancient meets modern. And so that's what actually makes the LifeWave technology, and particularly the X39, so incredibly rare in the world. And you heard about the patent. Well, that patent is protected for the next 20 years. So whether you are just wanting to be a consumer, or whether you are looking at really bringing this to the people you know, the people you love, or maybe into a business or a practice, or making this a business. So whatever your thoughts are, the most important thing is get yourself using the X39 stem cell patch. Some of the incredible benefits will obviously speak for themselves, but I need you to understand, to the degree someone is actually, struggling with their health, maybe there's an injury, maybe there was something, wherever there is more of an obvious concern, health-wise or injury-wise, to the degree there's something present is to the degree there's going to be much more of an obvious result. Now, if someone is relatively healthy, there's no issues with energy, there's no issues with sleep, there's no issues with pain, there's no issues with inflammation, and there's been no injury, there's been no surgery, there's no scars, they're not interested in hair growth or tightening of the skin. Well, maybe they could be interested, because those are youth markers that kind of show up later. But again, hear me on this. It's so important. Some people will have a result with X39 with the first patch, the first phototherapy treatment, the first patch applied. Some people will see a result or something obvious within the first 3 to 7 days. And sometimes real change is not going to show up until about week 6, month 2, month 3. We even have pictures and testimonials is laid as 1 year later. And see, aging is constant. So X39 is what is supporting you from aging well, preventing premature aging, and that matters to me. So there are going to be some signs that show up relatively quick, again, based on, where somebody's at when they find X39. But if you hear anybody say, I don't have any difference, I'm not noticing any changes, it's important that you let them know. There is in the LifeWave back office, there is something called a health tracker, an X39 health tracker. That's really important that people have a starting place. So make sure that you or anybody that you are sharing X39 with, that they do a quick little health assessment, because you ever notice that once something is no longer present, you no longer have a migraine, you no longer have pain, there's no longer a concern, you seem to forget about it just like that. Kind of like what happens when women, give birth. And so trust that it's important that you let someone know that to the degree they might have an injury or a need is going to be the same degree. Because see, what X39 is, it's a regeneration patch. It's not like an ice wave. It's not like a glutathione or an EM. It is the most advanced patch that we have to date. It is a true regeneration patch. which means regeneration takes some time. Now, there's going to be some really fun markers to look for. Signs of real regeneration, real activation of younger DNA, things like hair growth, whether there's sprouts, thickness, maybe some, people have reported that their hair is no longer as gray. Maybe they're growing hair for the first time. Nails are growing, skin is tighter and firmer. Even the orbital bone can be lifting. There are so many incredible, testimonies. There's thousands of testimonials all around the world around the X39. There's everything from rapid pain relief to reduce inflammation to radical wound repair. Extraordinary pictures around that. Energy, vitality, mental clarity, enhanced sports performance, especially in the age group of 50 plus, faster recovery from exercise. So we have world-class athletes that have been using the X39 patch and just getting higher results, faster recovery. There's also this phenomenon called skin remodeling. Let's say if you had scars, wherever that, whether it's in a surgical scar or in my case, a burn scar. I had 30 years of burn scars from cooking on my forearms, and they were always present. And I found about month 3, I'm looking down at my forearms and I'm like, wait a minute. They're gone. Where are these scars? And I had asked David about that, and he smiled and he said, well, that's a phenomenon known as skin remodeling. There's just extraordinary results that will be present now for certain people and then long-term benefits. You have to understand that the copper peptide can reset thousands of genes to a healthier, younger state. So in short, the X39 is going to be highly supportive for your own youth renewal to actually, so think at the level of epigenetics. So using light therapy, using LifeWave patches, especially the X39, is going to make a huge difference in how your own gene expressions show up in your body. They re-age your own genes, your own DNA to a younger state. We know that the X39 is what elevates this particular powerful copper peptide known as GHKCU. And it's that copper peptide that goes in and elevates and activates your own stem cells to a much younger, youthful, healthier state. Again, the X39 is what mobilizes those stem cells. Those stem cells in turn, they go and they get deployed to any areas of your body from the inside out. See, aging always happens from the inside out. And so age reversal and regeneration does the same thing. So allow time for this truly extraordinary stem cell activation technology to show up. It always works. And so at this point, does anybody have any questions that I can support them with? But hopefully you now know a little bit more about the copper peptide. You understand in real simple layman terms what this is all about. And for any of you watching this on the playback, which is going to be the majority of you, I would encourage you to actually go to the LifeWave website. For those of you that really want to go deep and learn the history of the copper peptide, to learn more about the clinicals, the science, because there's over 70. In fact, David Schmidt himself, the inventor of this technology, holds more than 100 patents 80 of those patents are in regenerative science alone. And so if you want to really read the story of the X39, learn more about this powerful copper peptide, go to the website. You can actually see the video that I shared with you today. That is also a shareable video. You can go ahead and click on, David uploaded himself a 55-page document, a digital document that gives you the history and the story of X39. In the footer, you can, for those of you that really want more science, research, and clinicals, the clinicals are provided, the science is provided in the science section of the LifeWave website. So that is what I have for you today. And make this, you could do a whole business around X39. But in my opinion, every LifeWave patch has a purpose. And when you combine them, and now that most of you have been, you have been on this journey with me, that you've learned from day one, it was about energy. The energy patch along with the X39 is powerful. It's a powerful combination. And to remind you that the cells need energy. We're talking about the kind of energy that is cellular energy. So imagine activating your cellular energy, the mitochondria, and elevating this copper peptide that in turn activates your own youthful stem cells. So makes aging, a whole new conversation, doesn't it? All right. Any comments or any questions for me today? When wearing longer than 12 hours, you okay? Okay, so the question is, really, there is a right way to wear and to use a right protocol for every patch, including and especially the X39 patch. See, every patch has a 12-hour on and 12-hour off cycle. When you actually wear a patch, I recommend the X39 is a better daytime patch. Remember, like all patches, they need water. Water is that energy conductor. Our body needs hydration anyway, but especially when we're talking about energy medicine, this kind of light therapy, water is what helps actually elevate and activate quicker results as well. So the X39, I would wear that one. It can be worn anywhere on the body, as the video mentioned, but you really want to keep the X39 patch more, especially if you're looking for, youth renewal and activation and just really overall, body support. You want to definitely kind of keep it more in the center of the body. And we have this powerful governing vessel. So if you feel for that bump on the back of your neck, that is known as our C7 vertebrae. It's also a governing vessel point. And you can put that X39 patch right every day, you'll wear one a day on the back of your neck. And that works very well systemically and will communicate with the brain, the quickest. You can also use the X39 patch on the lower torso, about 4 fingers below the belly button. And that's just, again, for overall wellness, healing, self-healing. Remember, this supports the body for self-healing. So on that subject of self-healing, when you wear a X39 patch, you wear it 12 hours on to elevate and activate the peptide that elevates the regeneration of youthful stem cells. Then you need to take it off, because that's where the regeneration and the self-healing occurs. So when it's on, it's elevating and activating. When it's off, it's regenerating. And it is self-healing. Kind of think of it like our wake and our sleep cycle. All right, so 12 hours on, 12 hours off. A really good protocol would be 12 hours on during the day and then off while you are sleeping. So thank you for joining me live. And I've been hearing so much great feedback about Patch School. So happy this has been helpful. Soon we'll start to share with everybody else in our team that maybe isn't a part of Facebook group. We have thousands of people in our incredible team. And soon I will be sharing many of these, these recordings in our overall emails. And so this has just been a great opportunity to come to you in such a fashion where more people can be supported now and in the future. So enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll see some of you on the live coaching call today at 1 o'clock.